Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Okay, so recently I've been getting the question a lot, and people just always ask me, like, even guys I go out on dates with, they're like, why are you single? Like, how do you guys answer that question? Like, I have no idea how to answer that question without kind of sounding like a red flag or like, I don't know, trauma dumping. And I also can't tell if that comment is ever like a compliment or like an insult because they're just like, what's wrong with you that you're single? But like, you're so great, like, you shouldn't be single. Like, I have no idea how to answer someone when they're like, why are you single? Like, I don't know why I'm single. I don't want to be single. Like, but then they proceed to be like, oh, have like boys not liked you? Have they not asked you out? And I'm like, no, like, they have. I just haven't liked them. And then that like makes me look like a red flag, but I'm not. Like, I'm just like waiting for like the right moment. I don't know. Like, I just don't know how to answer that question. I don't know how.
Everyone else but you will say I haven't met the right one yet. You on the other hand will be I like use the word like too many like times and everyone will get why you're single.
Another one of the best parts about moving to Australia completely solo is that it's literally September. I'm eating an ice cream cone, wandering the CBD. I have so much free will. I could literally be doing what.
Oh god. Sounds great, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. And there's nothing against Australia. I've never been there myself, but I'm sure it's an amazing country. It's just that I might need more than a bd. Even where I live at bd show 23 degrees and it's October. It's quite nice. And even if it wasn't, and it's not gonna be in a month, I'm gonna need more than a bd. For example, obviously I'm not gonna be a citizen. Can I get a job? Can I drive with my European license? Can I rent, or if I had the money, can I buy a property? And as amazing I'm sure Australia is, there are also so many other places you can bd to. Some of them might be closer and not that expensive to get to. But hey, at least you didn't bd to Europe.
Okay, I have an opinion, a strong opinion. People say that, like, oh, older guys are just, like, more mature. That's why, like, girls tend to go for, like, slightly older guys. They're worse. And this is, like, not intended at any one person. This is, like, a general statement. They're worse. Because at least, like, the younger guys, they're trying. Because if they do something wrong, you'd be like, hey, that was wrong. And they'll be like, oh, I didn't know. They were learning. And then they'll learn. And usually, they'll get better. But, like, the older guys are stuck in their ways. They've decided who they are as a person. They're not changing. And so, like, if they make a mistake and you say, hey, that upset me, 90% of the time, they're not changing.
90% of the time? Where did you find the 10% that will change? It sounds to me like those in the 10% they need to do better. It also sounds like to me you're not looking for a man. You're looking for someone you can train. Get a dog and make sure you get a puppy, not a grown dog. You're still young and hopefully you'll learn. The secret to a long-term relationship is not about changing him. It's about accepting him for who he is. Or not, but then you don't get into a relationship with him. You find the one you can accept exactly for who he is.
Ladies, if you are single and you're not happy with where you're at, just go buy a flight to Italy. Men are hitting on you from 15 to 75. The food is fantastic. The wine is cheap. Live your best life.
I had no idea Costco is paying that much. And I'm not saying you're not living your best life either, but which one convinced you? The men 15 to 75 that are hitting on you, or the cheap wine? And I know it's a good advice for whoever can afford it, but not everyone works at Costco. Not everyone can afford the $3,000-4,000 plane tickets to go to Italy just to hear ciao bella. But hey, at least soon enough you're gonna go back home and you're gonna start to moan and complain about how men approach you.
If you're average attractiveness in online dating, you have to swipe right 200 times to get a single coffee.
No, that's a lie. Back when I used to do online dating, 95% of the men that were on there were disgusting looking. I'm sorry. They were not of average attractiveness. Any guy that is at least of average attractiveness has so many shots. Okay? It's y'all's personality, though, that ends up ruining it in the end.
I'm sure it is, but at least I only have one. I'm also absolutely sure that you can learn someone's personality just by looking at his pictures or reading his bio. You must really be a special one.
Who gets more matches on Tinder, the most attractive man or the least attractive girl? So we decided to do a little Tinder experiment. Here we used photos of a male model, take a look, clearly good looking guy. And here is a girl who's clearly not so good looking. So we wanted to see which one of these will get more Tinder matches. The male model got 112 likes in 24 hours. Pretty good. Let's compare it to the not so attractive girl. She got 474 likes in the same time span in the same city. So that shows you that the least attractive girl still does 4 times better than the most attractive guy.
And that's how the princess syndrome is born. Just as we've seen with the lady from earlier. Just like her, even this one from the experiment, if she's gonna find out about the 400 and some likes, she's gonna start looking at 95% of men as being disgusting looking.
I work as a professional dating coach for men, and one of the most important things to have on a first date is a signature scent. So here are my top 5 colognes for men. Before I get into it, I have to make a PSA. All you need is 2 to 3 spritz of cologne on the neck, and that is it. You do not have to bathe in your cologne. That being said, let's get into the cologne.
No, let's not. I had my laugh already when you said professional. The same perfume, the same cologne have a different smell on different people. You as a professional should have known that. I can use the same cologne like the guy next to me. He can smell amazing. I can smell like I haven't showered in 3 years. The chemicals on your body reacts with the chemicals on that cologne. But you're a professional. Even some of the most expensive ones, let's say Tom Ford for example, even though it may not smell bad on some people, it will still have different scents when it comes to different people. Maybe do some research before you post a video so people don't laugh when you say professional.
These are a few things that I think are the bare minimum effort when dating somebody. Being able to hear you out in any type of conflict or argument. No, you're not being extra. No, you're not starting a fight out of nothing. He should be able to hear you out, listen to you, knowing exactly how they feel about you. There's no guessing, there's no games. It's bare minimum that when you're dating an adult, they're communicating how they feel about you, because if they like you, you will know. And if you're confused, that's your answer. Opening the door. Why did this die? That should be the bare minimum.
Because at some point at one of your girl-only weekly convention, one of you came up with the idea we should not let men open the door for us. And all of you applauded like it was the best idea ever. Let me sound like you and say bare minimum. The bare minimum when you are dating is to not have any arguments or conflict. That's for getting to know each other. Yes, those may show up later on when you're in a relationship, but when you're dating, I don't care if you think that's the bare minimum effort. I'm not gonna listen to you, I'm just gonna walk away. But that's probably where we are that different. I don't consider 2 years later still dating. I consider that to be a relationship.
As somebody who is actively dating, I felt like I needed to weigh in on this little debate of places a woman wouldn't go on first dates to. I also live in LA County, and take that for what you want, but I feel like that is very important to what I'm about to say. Okay, the first 5, no. That was good for me in high school with my high school boyfriend. But as an almost 30-year-old woman, when we have a plethora of fun restaurants, like cool little vibes, I don't even need anything extravagant, but there are plenty of places that are not the first 5 that we can go to. Doesn't need to be no Michelin star restaurant, but I have a whole list of places we could try.
Then go try them. You don't need me to pay, you make your own money. Go try them. Not the first 5 out of the question. I don't know about the first 4. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle. And I'm not completely sure about the Olive Garden either, but isn't that like an Italian restaurant? Like a restaurant, not some pizzeria? Anyway, I'll read the rest because I'm trying to keep this video shorter than a week. Your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobsters, A Buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclub, hookah bar, a bar just for drinks, Waffle House, sports events. And out of the 28 items on that list, she's okay with a sports event. And that might actually work out great. You have something to eat, and after that, I'll take you to a game. Everything happens for a reason. My guy, you are the reason. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.